Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Accrington. We're in the January transfer window. We have a few players to potentially look at. We'll go through a few of those in detail when they spring up. But I have taken one of the suggestions from the last video, and in the youth stuff I have got rid of all the players who I don't want, so they can actually add more to the list. And we have a transfer offer. We also have a monthly scout report from Wilhelm, who has no one of any real ilk, so to speak, so we're not going to worry about that. We have a transfer offer for Alex Winter, a player who is on the transfer list, from West Ham. I'm sort of reluctant to sell him, but I think we've got enough players in the current roles, and to just to strengthen the squad, but they are being scouted, so we will have to see what happens in terms of those free agents coming in. But we have the Lutzer scenario to deal with, and then we have a replacement to come in as well. Sejas has declined his contract. His wage demands have not been met. He's obviously one of our players. I offered 3 or 4 players whose contracts are running out in 18 months' time to renew theirs, and he was one of them. He hasn't accepted. I'm okay with that. Obviously, negotiations are just coming around. Alex Winter has been sold. I've got 925,000. I'm sure we let Man City know they can have him for that price. Blaine has been sold. Transfer offer for Adam Drury. Crystal Palace, yes, you can let him go. That will help us out as well. Mattigel has signed his new contract. That's good news. Keepers has signed his new contract. That's more good news. Keepers, contract offer accepted. Gale, contract offer accepted. Drury has gone. Bijimi wants to potentially be given the chance for keeper's slot, which is for winter spot. Right, there's one guy who I have been looking at, and he's being scouted, and it's this guy, Kevin Zimmerman. He's a world-class centre-back. His stats there look amazing. His stats here for marking, standing tackles, heading accuracy and sliding tackle they look great. He's only 23. His contract is expiring. I was going to leave off, but as we've scouted him for 6 days and he's looking as a decent player, I am going to look to try and sign him on a pre-contract. I'm going to look to get that done when I've actually got the wages. So I'm going to move some money over. I'm going to sort my wages out, and I am going to look to try and sign him up. Get in a decent centre back. We'll give ourselves 5 million to spend. We'll also go and have a look at the transfer negotiations for a Lutzer. Bid rejected. Did I reject it? I thought I accepted it. Oh well, maybe I rejected it, but I honestly thought I accepted it. Right. We're going to want to get Kevin Zimmerman. We're going to want to get him in. 60,000. He's going to give him a bonus, 4 year, and he's going to be a crucial first team player. Valued at 11 million. If we can get him in on a pre-contract, that is going to be unbelievable for us for next season. There's a couple of other players who we could look to bring in on free, but I'm going to wait until we've hopefully sold a couple more players, and then we're just going to go from there. Fabio Barini is one of them if you wanted another striker, but I'm worried about his wage. It may be too much. But we've got this game against West Brom, who have won 2 and drawn 1 of their last 3. And it's a 1-1 draw. Dawson was sent off in the 35th minute. Berahino, obviously this is against his former team. He did score, but Fitzsimmons equalised in the 34th. Press conference, we'll use it again. We'll motivate my team ahead of this FA Cup replay. Should have seen what those other two officers were. Pasilic, role at the club. Well, Pasilic, I believe I'm actually trying to sell you. And Dale, I've put you on the loan list. Sell players, let's have a quick look. Pasilic, I am trying to sell you. Obviously, turn is not for transfer, and I've put a few more players on the loan list, including Bijimi and Dale. I've also put Mick Alberg on there just to try and get him some game time. I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to play him. So, what were you saying actually, Dale? No, not contracts. News, there we go. Well, to be fair, winter's gone, so you may get a bit more of a chance. You can play in the left back role, so we'll have to see about that one. But obviously, the main one is a Lutzer. I could have sworn I accepted the offer. Kevin Zimmerman has pre-accepted that contract. Thank you. Still got 5 million to spend. There are a few players who we were looking at. I looked at a couple of strikers to potentially bring in just to bulk us out. And this guy, Mateo Punic, is not too bad, but there's obviously Daniel Gatto Thompson, who looks slightly better. Although Mateo has better finishing. But it's one of those, we'll have to see. There's still 3 days scouting left on all those. The other players, there was... where am I looking? For, my shortlist, here we go. Martin Kelly is one. He's available on a pre. Another guy who's available on a pre is Dejan Lovren. If Zimmerman has come in, I'm thinking there may not be the need to get Lovren in. Although Lovren obviously would have been a nice signing, but 31 years of age, we've got Zimmerman in, who, when he's coming in, who's going to be a lot, obviously a lot younger, and hopefully he's going to be better. Was there one of them? Sure, there was potentially one of these young midfielders whose contract was going to see. Treo, we could get in. He's 70. He's 3.8. He's not as much as Barella. He's 2 years. So he's 1 year younger, but only rated 2 less. We could try getting Treo in, but if Lutzer's staying, then I don't think we need to really worry about bringing anyone else in. As it stands right now, Jovetic, I'm going to remove him because I'm not going to afford him. But Barini, we could. Let's see how much is he worth. Don't really know. But he's on 70 grand a week, and that is, I am worried about that. That is my only concern, is how much he is on. If Harry Kane was available on a pre, I would have brought him in. Barini, we'll have to see. Midfielders, obviously, only if a Lutzer leaves will we be signing a new midfielder. Offer for Mick Alberg from QPR. Gladly let him go out on loan. Friedrich, request to be transferred. Well, a lot of time comes through. By the time I need a change for you, I'd like to move immediately. Well, I'm not going to put you on the list. We're just going to see what happens with you. But let's make some changes for this game and get our second string in. Lutzer's going to play. I'm going to give Dompe the game as well. Wilson can stay in there. Friedrich can come in. Smalling can come in. We'll give Bijimi the game, and we're going to go with Dale at left back. Rest a few players. If we don't, I want a cup run, but if someone tells me the ceiling to the future and there's 2 paths, Either the left path is semi-finals of the FA Cup and we get relegated, or the right path is lose to Leicester but we finish anywhere between 10th to 15th in the table. I'd lose to Leicester now so we can stay in the Premier League, get ourselves settled in as a Premier League team, and hopefully I keep my job until next season. But we've got to see what happens in this first game. Leicester looks like haven't had a game since they drew with us. 1-0 win. Ryan Dow with the goal. Our second string backline, as it were, with Chris Smalling in there, did a half decent job. Some prize money coming up. Match has been rescheduled against Spurs, has been brought forward, and we've been given 57 grand. That's potentially one free agent's money for a year. Burnley coming up. And right, some final scout reports. No transfer offers yet, which is slightly worrying. Please ensure you accept one of the bids you are likely to receive. Okay, Zimmerman, we have the scout report. Right, what is Zimmerman? Let's have a look. We've signed on a pre-contract. He's 82 rated. Wow. Don't worry, Derek, you're getting back in the squad. Dos Santos Rocha. You are 72 rated for a centre-back. Interesting. Barriero, 69 rated left mid, no. Rodrigo Silva Gomez, 69 rated. Punic, 66 rated. Vermeer, 72 rated. Cam. Can you play anywhere else? Add you to the shortlist. Santos Rocha, add you to the shortlist. Gatto Thompson is 68 rated. Punic was 66 rated, so that's no to you. That's no to you. There's my 3 if I'm going to sign any. He wants 7 grand a week. He wants 15. He wants 15. Valued at 1.5 million. Vermeer is valued at 2 million. Okay, so some interesting free agents there. We'll go back over to shortlist, and it's more in terms of now that we can have a look at their bio and see. So De Rocha can just play centre back. It's things like that that I want to look at, and the other one was Vermeer. Can you play anywhere else? Cam centre forward or centre mid? 72 rated. Okay, and they're going to help us out in terms of squad depth, especially. Who am I thinking? De Rocha is going to help us out. Derek is back in. Gale back in. We'll keep Friedrich there. Wilson can stay. Dompe for Vizcarrondo. Lutzer for Riemrich. Dow for Savilic. So yeah, Rocha I think is a definite. Then again, how many centre backs do I have? Let's have a look. Bijimi, Dale, Derek, Friedrich. Right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 centre backs. Friedrich leaving. Leaves with 6 centre backs. Gale and Gamma. We need right back and left back cover. Weissmeyer, no. Smalling can play right back. Makulu can play left back, I think. Yes. Friedrich's leaving. Derek can play right back. Dale can play left back. Bijimi anywhere across the back. So we do have adequate cover, but if we lose a left back or right back, that's 2 centre backs gone, so that would put us down from our 6 centre backs we have to using 4, 1 left back, 1 right back and 2 in the middle. So maybe De Rocha coming in is a good thing. Can just play centre back. We know how he's going to play. We know how he's going to be. That's the player that we use. Wow, Berahino injured in the first minute. Mitchell sent off for Burnley, and we get a 1-0 win. Savilic with the goal. Maybe that now means we need to bring in for 4 weeks. Gato Thompson coming in. Although I think we can handle it. See, Vermeer can play centre forward, so that sort of... it just adds a bit more bone to bringing him in. Right, Spurs at home. Dompe for the coming match. You want to play, don't you? Mate, I think I'm going to have you back in for this game. I know full well it's going to be Briveo. Sabilic, yes. Riemerink. Dompe in, yes. We're going to go with Makulu. We're going to go with Derrick and Smalling. Right, bench is looking okay, apart from Berahino. So we're going to go with Baker. Bit of attacking presence on the bench, and I think Vermeer is a sign. If it gets to the last 3 hours and we've not... I'll only sign those 2 free agents if it gets down to the last 3-4 hours in the transfer window. Wow, they beat Arsenal 2-0 and Villa 5-0. And beat FC Wimbledon 4-1. And they beat us 2-1. Briveo with 1, Soldado with 2. They've got Lloris, Deande, Yedlin, Fazio, Vertonghen, Davy, Stabula, Kapuri, Townsend, Chadley, Holtby, Soldado, Archer, Walker, Paulinho, Rodrigo, Dia, Ericsson, Kane. So that is basically almost... You look at that starting 11. Lloris is there, Yedlin's there. The only one that's not there out of that starting 11 right now is Holtby, who's out on loan. He's still technically a Spurs player. So they have the same starting 11 now. And they have those players in the squad. Wow. Remy Dompe, what are you saying about the last match? What I'm not happy to do is wait around for someone to sign my my central midfielder or my centre back. Player sold. Who has been sold? Friedrich has been sold to Hertha Berlin for 6 million. I didn't get any news about that, about an offer being accepted. Please accept. You accept one of the bids. I don't remember seeing any of the bids. So I am a little bit annoyed about that, but I am going to go straight in now then that's happened and sign De Rocha. You know what? I'd love to get, if we can get Jenkinson in, a dedicated right back, that could be interesting, you know. He wants 4 years. He's going to be an important first team player. Yeah. And let's sign Vermeer. Let's get him in as well. 4 years. Important first team player. There's more chance of Vermeer being an important first team player than there is De Rocha. For the time being. Right. Briveo out, Seeger in. Dompe out, Riemerink in, Dow in on the right. So you've got no right mid. This is annoying now. Okay, Vizcarrondo for Kone. Weissmeyer in. Gale in. We're going to go with Dale at the back. Some of the fringe players a bit of a game here. Hopefully Dale will be happy with this bit of game time. At home to Reading. I just thought I could have probably put Mick Alberg, but I let him go out on loan, didn't I? So Reading lost to Spurs 3-0. We lost 2-1. They drew with Scunny in the cup and then beat them in a replay. And it's a 1-0 win. Dow with the goal. Callon came on up front. Riveo came on. So we have some money to spend. It's transfer deadline date. De Rocha has accepted that contract. Get him in. We have 10 million to spend. I'm going to need to spend it somehow. I'm going to move some over to wages. And then or because we could get Barini in on a pre. We'll leave it for now. We'll give it 8 hours in this January transfer window. You guys are probably shouting at me saying buy this guy, buy this guy, buy this guy. But there's no one. I mean, the squad is good. We've got a decent midfielder coming in for next season. Bayern confirm Varane talks. He'd be a nice player to bring in. Cannot afford to bring him in. Lutzer has not. No offers have come in for Lutzer, so I mean, I'm sure we've already signed Chavis Marve, haven't we? To come in, so we've got the right mid to come in for next season. We have an office and transfer offer. Martin van Beek, Oldham. Yes, you can go out on loan. I am concerned now about not letting this money go to waste. And we do have a load of players who I could bring in. I'll inquire about Harry Kane. I do think I want to bring in a striker. Central defence was sorted. Treo. Let's inquire about him as well. If we can potentially pick up these two for 5 million between them, I would like that deal, but I don't think it's going to happen. 7 million for Kane, 8.5 for Treo. You know what? I am going to try and bring in Harry Kane. He's on 70 grand a week. 6 million. I might be cutting it a bit fine, but I'm going to try and bring in Harry Kane. You're going to tell me it's either accepted or it's declined. If it's declined, I'm going with the 6. Fantastic. Harry Kane, hopefully 4 years, crucial first team player. Right. Vermeer has come in. Gatto Thompson I don't need to bring in. I think we're virtually sorted. We're going to have 2 million left to spend. There's no one who we really need to come in. 43 million for Varane. I couldn't have matched that anyway. Harry Kane in the squad. New signing has arrived. Harry Kane is fucking injured. What a bastard. 76 rated though. Okay. Once he passes the medical, ooh, we may not get him. The board may veto it. No, it looks like it's gone through. Right. Training injury. Dale out for 2 days. Squad report. Looking forward to this guy, central midfielder Jose Ramirez, could be quite good. Ricardo Sanchez, release. This guy as well, Roberto Damian's going to be quite good. Right mid. Keep an eye on them. I'm wondering if we can potentially pick up a better scout than Wilhelm. We have a decent ton of money available. I've got 2 million available. I could have it like that, where I've got 1 million to spend and 23 grand in wages, so I can start pumping new contracts out to players. But we got a bit of time. Tournament prize money, FA Cup money, bring it in. Let's have as much as... Oh, Ryan Seeger wants to discuss his wage. Good job we've got some cash to play with. Berahino has returned 76 grand. And Ryan Seeger wants to discuss his contract. Mr. Seeger, where are you? 5 years and you want a bit extra. 1 year and you want 7 grand. You can have 7 grand. You can drop to an important first team player rather than a crucial first team player. Rasmus Turn is up to an 80. Right guys, I'm quickly going to do on that a squad report and then I'll call it a day there. Right, let's have a look. De Witt hasn't gone up. His physical attributes have, but his goalkeeping attributes haven't. Gavin's up 1 to a 75, Weissmeyer up 2 to a 77, Dale up 2 to a 73, Gale is up 1, Wilson not moved, Kone not moved, Riemrink's up 3, Dow hasn't moved. I do need to move him on. Turn up 2, Smalling not moved, obviously he's getting on, Callum not moved, Pasilic not moved, Baker not moved, Alutza up 2, Briveo hasn't moved. I think maybe the time to move Briveo on, he's not really progressing anymore. Derek up 1, Russia obviously just joined the club, Vermeer is up 1 already, Makulu is up 2, Vizcarondo up 1, Cyrillic up 3, Bijimi up 3, Dompe up 1, Larsson not moved, he's not getting much game time, Keepers is getting a bit of game time, he's up 3, Navas hasn't moved, Masana not moved, Sejas up 3, Aurelio up 3, De Witt up 4, Berahino up 1, Kane only just joined us, Sambi's out on loan but he's up 3, Alberg is up 2, Vabik up 3, and that's it. Okay guys, I'll call it a day there, and I'll be back with you with the next episode later this week. Thanks for watching, cheers.